In this video I'm going to show you a few great tips about using the smart objects with your photos. So I'm going to use this photography here as an example for demonstration. And to use a smart object, just while your photo layer is selected, just go to right click and choose convert to smart object. Okay, and you will see that your photo will not be a background layer anymore, and also we got this some kind of a file icon here, and when you double click there you will get this message. Okay, you can check this option so you don't get the message every time you use the smart object. And what it says here, it says after editing the contents, choose file, save to commit the changes. Those changes will be reflected upon returning to, and this is your file name. It can be found here. And the file must be saved to the same location. If the save as dialog appears, choose cancel and flatten the image before saving. Okay, so just click OK, and now you'll see I got two windows here, and actually this one you will notice that here is your photo background layer. So actually this is your original photo. Okay, and whenever changes you make here, it will not be visible here until you go to file and save. Okay, so this is your original photo, and if I just let's add some gradient now, for example like this, and change this to soft light. Let's lower this like this. Okay, and actually just add some a little bit of contrast. If you go to if I just go over here, you see it's only the same. You can see the difference. And when you go to file and choose a save, and now as you can see it will be the same, so this file will be updated. And if I go step backward and step forward, you'll see the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna show you now one great use with smart objects. So I close the window and I'm gonna go a few steps backwards. Okay, so this is actually our original photo, and I'm going to duplicate it. Just go right click and choose the duplicate layer, click OK, and I'm going to convert this photo to this layer to smart object, and this one I'm just gonna unlock it and leave it like this. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform the layer. I'm just going to scale it something like this. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with the non-smart object layer like this. And if I just resize this photo again to its original size, click OK, you will see that your photo will actually become blurred. Okay, and if I just transform the smart object layer, you will see that the photo will be exactly the same. It will not lose the quality at all. And that's why, because your original photo is actually inside smart object is in this file over here and not in this one here. Okay, so that's why when you change the size of your photo over here, your photo is still here in the original document the same. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and get a few step backs, and now I'm going to show you how can you use the smart filters. So your photo must be converted to smart object, or you can just go filter and choose convert to smart filters. And it says to enable the re-editable smart filters, the selected layer will be converted into smart object. You just click OK. And what you can actually do now, let's choose some filter, for example Gaussian blur. Choose some value here like this. And what you can actually do now, if your photo wasn't if your photo was not the smart object, when you would change the Gaussian blur to this value, it would discard your original photo, and you wouldn't be able to change the blur. Okay, so let me just go step backwards so I can show you that as well. So I'm gonna duplicate the original photo, and I'm going to convert this one to smart filters, and this one I'm gonna leave as original. So if you just go to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur, for example like this. Okay, so you can't change the blur again. If you go to filter Gaussian blur, you can only add more blur. Okay, and let's see what we got here. We got the blur, Gaussian blur. Here you got the smart filters. Here you can turn them off and on if you wish. And here you'll have the listed all the filters that you got. And when you double click here, you can change the blur. Actually, this is the you can just the preview here. So just double click here into Gaussian blur. And Okay, you can now change the blur to any value that you like. Okay, so and also what you got here, you also have you can, if you have more filters here, you can turn them off, any of them. Okay, or you can turn with this, when you click on this icon here, then you will hide all the filters. And when you select this layer mask, you can just pick a brush tool. I'm gonna choose the black color foreground, and you can just brush like this. So, and you will remove the filter on the place where you brushed. Okay. Okay, so I hope you understood everything, and thanks for watching.